Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to the Dugout Football channel. Um, just things off the bat. Obviously, apologies for a lack of Newcastle preview. Um, yeah, my voice hasn't been exactly the best. Let's put it this way. It's not been the best, but I am feeling a little bit better. So I am here with Liverpool Arsenal preview. Yeah, third match of the season already. And to think that we've actually got Arsenal now is quite it's quite something. But yeah, get your thoughts in the comments. Get your thoughts in the live chat as well. And yeah, we'll speak about obviously both teams' transfer windows. We'll obviously speak about does Konate need to be dropped? That could be another thing to obviously discuss as well. But yeah, do let me know. Do let me know in the live chat as well. And yeah, we'll kick things off because we start with our opponents, Arsenal, who I think a lot of people are probably expecting them to have try a little bit, try a little bit sort of better to get into into a sort of a title winning side. Let's just say. I've just seen. Hello, Abby. Hope you're well. Birkin Douglas, you got this. Pock Pikachu. Thank you very much, Abby. Thank you. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Yes, Liverpool Arsenal. A lot of people are expecting Arsenal to do well this season. I think the fact is as well that they've got that striker that they were badly needing. They've got they've got a lot of players to look out for this season. I think is the safest thing to say for sure. Um, Now, when you look at Arsenal as a side, some of the signings that they made are really, really good. Some of them I kind of bit question a little bit. Um, Obviously, I think when you look at Arsenal as a side, yes, they've still got very, very good players. But I think the one signing for me, Victor Gyökeres, they've needed a striker for ages. The last striker they signed was Gabriel Jesus back in 2021. So it has been a while since they've actually signed a proper striker. So the fact that they've got a striker now is absolutely fantastic. So I think the pressure's on Arsenal this season. I really do. I've said it for ages that the one person who is definitely under pressure to perform Mikel Arteta, the manager. He has to get it right. He has to get it right. Um, and I think when you look at what has been, happening with Arteta, that's now he's now into his seventh season as Arsenal manager, and he's only really got an FA Cup to show for it. So he needs to be a lot better. Let's just say he needs to be the one that gets them over the line this time around. And you know what? He's been backed in the transfer window. Can't say he's not been backed. With players like Victor Gyökeres signing, Martin Zubimendi, Christian Mosquera, Kepa, Christian Norgard, um, and obviously, I think the biggest one of the lot for me, apart from obviously speaking about Victor Gyökeres, I would say is Eberechi Eze. I think that is a fantastic signing. And then look what's happened today. Spurs have signed Xavi Simons for less of the price. But Eze is a good player. Eze is a very, very good player. I have mentioned him in the sort of the description. Is he likely to make his debut? We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. We will wait and see what will develop tonight, and yeah, develop on Sunday as well. Malcolm's in. Good evening, Douglas. Should be an interesting game this weekend. Konate does appear to be the weak link at the back. Who would you replace him with? Hmm. Well, all will be revealed. All will be revealed. Just tell you the truth, Malcolm, to be honest with you. But as I said, Arsenal, they have to get at least a trophy this season. Doesn't matter if it's a League Cup or an FA Cup. Just get something, just something to show that this Arsenal side can win stuff. Saliba, Gabriel, those two at the back have been instrumental for Arsenal. They haven't got anything to show for it. They haven't got any trophies to show for it. So I think the best thing for me would be, to look at this squad and think, is this a title winning squad? Is it a squad that can compete? Is it a squad that can basically go and basically get over the line? Because this is the thing with Mikel Arteta teams, doesn't get them over the line. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans, especially, are hoping this is the time for them to, get over the line. Let's just say, but it's going to be very interesting. Going to be very, very interesting to see how well they will do. And yeah, Eze, look, Eze's a cracking player, cracking signing for Arsenal, absolutely cracking signing. Um, and I think when you look at Eze as a player, he was fantastic in that Crystal Palace side. He really, really was. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about this game. I've got to lie. I can't lie because the way we've been defending recently hasn't been very, very good. But the way Arsenal have been defending, I haven't conceded the goal yet. So yeah, um, it's um, it's going to be one of one ways, isn't it? It's going to be a very, very interesting clash between two sides who were obviously first and second last season, and probably many people are probably expecting to be sort of first and second this season as well. But don't count out Manchester City. Don't count out Manchester City as well. Big up to Luca as well. Hope you're well. Luca talks Dons. I believe um, I believe that you'll be going to MK Don's game. I know that for a fact, but he is an Arsenal fan as well, so please go check his channel out as well. So Manny says, even in Douglas, currently on another stream right now, but just left a like and came on to say, I up. Hello Manny. Hello Manny. Hope you are well and enjoy your stream as I as I say it anyway. But yeah, look, we have had two games already this season, and 7 goals scored, 4 conceded. That is a big, big concern for me. We're just not defending well at all. Now, could you basically say, is this a part of having sort of a new back line? I know obviously Van Dijk and Konate are obviously still there. You've obviously got Kirkes, you've obviously got Frimpong, you've got Bradley in command as well. I've got to say, Sobersley the other night at right back was absolutely superb. Thought he was really, really good. Um, so there's one or two ways. I think we're way too open at the back. I think like kind of saying this for a while. Against Bournemouth, you've seen it without Gravenberg. You had Semenyo going through the whole Liverpool midfield, and we can't have that. We certainly can't have what's been happening recently. So that's one thing to say at the very, very least. But um, I would also say as well that not having Gravenberch in the midfield is a big, big miss as well. Obviously, he goes back against Newcastle. Yes, we struggled against Newcastle. We did get the win in the end. Um, But yeah, that defense worries me at the moment. It really, really does worry me. I thought Van Dijk was absolutely instrumental at the back against Newcastle. Yes, we conceded 2 goals, but I think about his aerial ability, I don't think we win that game. If I'm being honest with you. So yeah, defensively, I'm a bit worried. Midfield's all right. I think the midfield was okay against against Newcastle, especially the fact that McAllister's back at the weekend. So does he come straight back in? Because I think if you look at the team as a whole, who comes plays at right back? Because Connor Arne Slot said in his press conference today that Connor Bradley's back. Connor Bradley is back. So it could be an interesting one, whether or not he does come back into the side, or does he keep Soboslai at right back? It's so difficult to say, but I do think that with us defending, I wouldn't say it's sort of a high line, but it's very sloppy defensively at the moment. And I think we definitely need to be a lot better. Let's just say that. Um, I will also say as well, with the way we've been playing, it hasn't been great to watch. And just you know, people say that good defenses win titles. Good defenses do win titles, but good attacks also win titles. And I think attack has been absolutely fantastic. Ekateki's been a breath of fresh air. Wirtz will come good. I'm pretty sure of that. I've seen people writing him off already. He's adapting to a new league. He is a big money signing. I think the one thing when we come to doing these kind of shows is people are too reactionary at points. Um, I'm seeing sort of Wirtz compilations, like fail compilations already. Give the lad time. Give the lad time. Coming into a new league, it's always going to be difficult. Always going to be difficult to adapt. Fair play to Ekateki, who's come in and done really well to adapt to the Premier League, and he's scored a couple of goals so far. So it's good to see that for sure. So no, look, I think Wirtz will come good. Salah's been all right, I would say. Gakpo's been good, and then obviously you've got Mr. Federico Chiesa there as well. So look, this game is going to be very interesting. The midfield battle will be absolutely key. They're going to probably like have I don't know, probably like Zubimendi. I'm not sure of the fitness of Odegaard. I don't know if Odegaard's fit yet. Because obviously he went off injured against Leeds, as did obviously Bukayo Saka, who will be missing this game, I should say. Bukayo Saka will be missing this game, and then obviously Declan Rice in that midfield. So midfield battle will be absolutely key in this game. I 100% think that this will be a really good battle between two very good sides. Um, and yeah, maybe one goal sort of separates us, but when I look at this game, I go back to last season where we're 2-0 up, and absolutely cruising. But we didn't see the game out, which I think was very disappointing from our point of view. Let's just say. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we can do at the weekend against Arsenal. But I am a bit concerned with the fact that we're not defending the best. Let's just say that for sure. Big up to John Conway. Hope you are well. I hope you're well. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we'll also we will speak about obviously our Champions League fixtures, because I think it's quite safe to say that we will speak about the Champions League fixtures for ourselves as well. We'll also delve into some transfer news later on in the show as well. As yeah, one another player departs, or another two players depart, I should say, Liverpool this window so far. So yeah, but going back to Arsenal. Like, is there any weaknesses in this Arsenal side? I would say that there probably is a weakness in that midfield area. I think when you look at that midfield area, Odegaard is a good player. Don't get me wrong, but there were times last season where I thought either needs to come out of the team or he needs the captaincy picked off him. Now, the fact that he's not got the captaincy picked off him means that Arteta is clearly trusts him. It's as simple as that. Um, and I just look at that midfield of Zubimendi, Rice and Odegaard. It's a bit unbalanced. I don't know if that gets anybody else. Like let me know in the chat. But I think that midfield three is a little bit unbalanced. There's just something not quite not right there. Um, and I think as well you've got to say Kai Havertz is obviously injured. That is not much of a blow than sort of Bukayo Saka because Bukayo Saka is a player who I feel, I don't know if anybody else thinks this, has been way overplayed, not just by England, but by Mikel Arteta himself. He's been overplayed. Simple as that. If he is not careful, his career will come at an end about 27, 28. We don't want that. Excuse me. We don't want that. So, who starts on the right is going to be very, very interesting for Arsenal. You've obviously got Madueke there. Let me be honest with this now. I am not so sure why they have signed Madueke. Um, Obviously, more sort of strength and depth for Arsenal, but was he really needed? I mean, the thing is, when you get a player like Madueke, he's probably going to be playing on the right tomorrow. But what about on Sunday? But what about the young lad who is just signed a new contract, Ethan Nwaneri? Surely he's Saka's backup. So, there's obviously question marks over Martinelli, and there rightly should be because his productivity has not been great recently. Um, so, and then obviously you've got Yorkeres, and again, people are still having question marks over Yorkeres. Is this the right fit for Arsenal? Is he a guy that's going to get the goals? I think he'll probably get the goals against your so-called sort of lesser teams, I would say. But will he perform in like the big games? Will he be the one that takes full control? Because Manchester United didn't get a sniff, did not get a sniff. So Van Dijk and whoever plays at the back are going to have to be so compact. And basically what Manchester United did because Manchester United played him out of the game. Um, and we all know about their struggles, but they played Yorkeres out of the game. So fingers crossed that we can keep Yorkeres quiet. But again, it's that question: who's going to be playing on that right hand side for Arsenal? Is it going to be Madueke? Is it going to be Nwaneri? Or does this is the thing? Does Arteta think right? Move Martinelli to the right hand side, Yorkeres up front, and then Madueke on the left, or does Eberechi Eze come in? So this is the thing. This is the thing. So very very big team selection that Arteta's got to think about, and then you'd imagine the side will probably be what with Raya in goal. I can't see Kepa starting. I think Raya will be in goal. Um, and then I would probably say Timber, Saliba, Gabriel. Who's left back? Is it Calafiori? Is it Lewis Skelly? I think you've got to be honest. If it's going to be on form, you'd probably say Calafiori. Calafiori's been really, really good. Um, got the goal against Manchester United, didn't he? And kept a clean sheet against Leeds. And got a couple of assists already this season. So I honestly think that the team sort of speaks for itself for Arsenal, really. Um, and it's just a case of who plays on that right hand side. As I said, is it Nwaneri? Is it Madueke? Or maybe throws a curveball. Maybe plays Martinelli there. We just don't know. We just don't know. We'll obviously find out on Sunday. But yeah, let me just see what some of you are saying. Anyway, John Conway says, "I'm good, thank you, Douglas. How are you? I am very well. Nursing a little bit of a sore throat, but I am getting better. to say the very, very least. By the way, guys, apologies. There is no video for the champ predictions show and also the William Hill Scottish Premiership. I've just not had the time this week, and I kind of wanted to sort of rest my voice. Obviously, I did the Premier League one very, very quickly earlier this today. Um, Sorry, I'm just taking my time with sort of getting back to things. Everything will be back to normal, obviously, after the international break, and obviously we've got the Champions League to look forward to as well. Malcolm says injuries might possibly be Arsenal's undoing this season. Tough that two players are already injured, but they have got some decent players, and yeah, they do. They do have some decent players. They do have some decent players, so that is very, very good to see. Um, but the thing is with Arsenal, Kai Havertz is injured. I think people are kind of looking at him, and, looking at him and thinking that yes, it's a serious injury, but when he comes back is another matter. But we'll move on. Where this game could be won and lost. Well, we all know that Arsenal do like a set piece goal, don't they? I think it's like kind of the set pieces at the moment, and yeah, this is going to be really interesting, to tell you the truth, because their corner situations, whenever they get a corner, don't know what it is, but they've just got that really, really good knack of getting a goal from a corner. So we have to watch ourselves. We have to watch ourselves. Julian Timber obviously got a double against Leeds last week. Saliba's good from the air. Obviously, Gabriel's obviously the main danger. And now Calafiore is obviously, going up for corners. So yeah, we're gonna have to be really on our toes as well. The referee is Chris Kavanagh. Now, the last time Chris Kavanagh was referee for a Liverpool Arsenal game, um, didn't give a penalty for Odegaard's handball. So yeah, I just hope this game is not determined by a VAR decision or anything like that. But it might well be. It might well be because it's one of those games you look at, and the history between the two is going to be really, really, interesting. John, thank you very much. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I should be okay. I should be okay. Should be okay for the tomorrow. As well. Arsenal are the new Stoke. Do you know? A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are saying that. Like I'm not trying to be too judgmental when it comes to these kind of things, but the more set piece goals they score, the more people are going to say, yeah, they definitely are the new Stoke. Stoke 2.0, if you want to put it that way. But they have some good players in that team who can score from corners. And, we do have to be very, very careful. So, no needless free kicks, no needless corner giveaways. And yeah, we'll be absolutely fine, to tell you the truth. And I think as well, when you look at what Arsenal are doing this season, Gyökeres obviously two good goals against Leeds. One where he took the ball on and went right over the goalkeeper. That was a good finish, and then the penalty that they got as well. Um, Max Dowman, is he going to be potentially coming on the pitch at Anfield? They've obviously got a 15-year-old. We've got a 16-year-old Rio Ngamoa. That could be interesting. That could be interesting to see if those two potentially come onto the pitch. And that'll be very, very intriguing to say the very, very least. But anyway, if you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button, and also please do hit that subscribe button. I did notice that 69% of you who watch my videos, who have been watching my live streams, are not subscribed. So please do hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a penny. Doesn't cost you anything. So please do, yeah, get into this fantastic community that we're trying to grow as well. But I did say we would speak about other things. We'll speak about the Champions League. Yeah, Real Madrid at home. The rat's coming back. The rat is coming back. Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming back. It was inevitable that Liverpool would get Real Madrid. It was absolutely inevitable we would get them. So Real Madrid at home, Inter Milan away. That is not going to be easy at all, to tell you the truth. Inter Milan proved it last season. They made the final against PSG. Were absolutely rinsed apart by 5 goals to nil. Um, it's all change at Inter. Obviously, Christian Kivu is obviously manager there. Obviously, got Xabi Alonso at Real Madrid as well. So those are two difficult games. Then you look at sort of pot two. Atletico Madrid are coming back to Anfield, so that's another big game. Um, we've obviously got Hugo Ekiteki's going back to Frankfurt as well, going back there, so that'll be good to see. Um, we've got Marseille to come in France as well, so that there's some very very good games. Got Carrier coming to Anfield as well, so I think the fixtures that we've got. I'm looking at them, and I think obviously PSV are at Anfield as well. Um, and there's one team I'm missing. So it's Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, PSV, Carabag at home. And the four away are Inter Milan, Eintracht Frankfurt, Marseille, and there's another one. There's another one. I can't think who it is. But there is some tough games in there. There are some definitely tough games in there. John, if you're still in the chat, let me know who that other a wee side is, because it's not coming to my head at the moment. For the Champions League. Um, I honestly can't think. I honestly can't think as well. Malcolm says, as a neutral, I'm hoping this Arsenal game is as exciting as the Newcastle one. This is why we love football. Yeah, absolutely. We do love football. Um, and that those games were certainly for the games, weren't they? They were certainly great games to watch as well. That last team's gonna really bug me because I'm just trying to think who that last side is in the in our Champions League phase. Um, so it's Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, PSV, Carabag at home, Inter Milan away, Eintracht Frankfurt, Marseille away, and there's one more. There's one more, and I can't think who it is. It'll come to me. It'll probably come to me in the later part of this preview. Anyway, but look, Champions League nights are gonna you look forward to that. The fixture list for the Champions League is announced tomorrow, so we need to obviously keep an eye on that as well. But yeah, Champions League, really excited for the Champions League, and especially for the return of Trent Alexander-Arnold to Anfield, which I fully expect to be very, very spicy, to tell you the truth. And I think as well, when you look at what other teams have got, yeah, our run is tough. I will say that. I think our run is pretty tough. Um, but I look at these games, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we can definitely do something. We can definitely do something. Real Madrid. So sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm just going to my head who I think that last team is. So it's Real Madrid at home, Atletico Madrid at home, Carabag at home, PSV at home, Eintracht Frankfurt away, uh, Marseille, uh, Frankfurt away, Marseille away, Galatasaray. That's it. Thank you, Malcolm. I knew there was one other team, and I just couldn't remember who it was. So yeah, thank you for that, Galatasaray. Um, yeah, go back to Istanbul. So that'll be good. So yeah, some tough games, some tough games in there, but some very glamorous away sides, to tell you the truth. So I'm looking forward to that. So could have been harder, could have been a lot more difficult, but fingers crossed that we'll get through and do well, um, as well. So yeah, we got 21 points the last time out of that group phase. 7 wins and 1 defeat. So yeah, we'll see what will materialize. Anyway, a little bit of transfer news because two have left the club today. Outgoings, both on loan. James McConnell signed a new contract at Liverpool, but he is now going to Ajax on loan. So good luck to James. Really good player. I think he'll be a very, very good re-signing for Ajax. I think he'll do well at Ajax, for sure. And also, if you have seen my short earlier today, Kostas Tsimikas is away to AS Roma. So this means that Andy Robertson will be Milos Kerkez's backup this season. So are we in a position to say that when Tsimikas comes back from loan, does Robbo go on a free? Because I'm being honest, I don't think we'll lose too much in the way of value for Robbo. I think it's more of a fact that he's been, the really, really good part of our team in the last few years is definitely Robbo. So I think as well there is a big question mark over sort of left back sort of situation. Will Simicas be moved on? He's obviously going on loan. I think I think there is a big uh, you know decision there to be made, for sure. And then will we get more players in before the window shuts? Now there have been slight rumours about potentially, if Harvey Elliott does go, Liverpool could potentially go for Morgan Rogers, which that would be a good signing. The only problem is Villa will want a lot of money for him, and then obviously England based as well. So that will be that'll be difficult to price him away from Aston Villa. For me, the main priorities is Mark Guehi. I think I've been saying that for a wee while. Will he play at Aston Villa on Sunday? Will be very, very interesting. If he doesn't, then you would probably expect the Liverpool to get Guehi through the door. And then obviously the other big one is Alexander Isak. Um, will they get him signed? So going to be very interesting for the rest of the window, I would say, as well. So look, I think this is going to be a a real interesting end to the transfer window, for sure. But we'll go back to the preview. We'll go back to the preview. Starting 11. This is where it gets really interesting for me. Does Konate get dropped? Now, the obvious answer would be for me, yes. But the problem is who does come in for him. Now, is it too soon for the young lad from Parma, Leoni? I think it is. I think the only reason you wouldn't want to push him in is the fact is that he is 18 years old. He will obviously have to play at some point. He has been called up to the Italy squad, funnily enough, Leone. So that's good news for Italy. Sorry, my son just decided to come in the room there and yeah, make be a bit be a bit hyper. He should be in bed, but he's not. So yeah, apologies for that. As I was saying, is it too soon to draft Leone in? I think it is. A big multitude of this game, I would say. Maybe the next game for me would be Burnley at home, away, because that's obviously who we've got after the international break, and then obviously got Champions League after that. I would honestly say this is too soon for Leone to start. Um, Now, we are talking obviously about Konate. For me, Konate needs to be dropped. He has just been really awful recently. And I'm just kind of going on the basis of like this game coming up. And you've got to be on your toes when you're facing Victor Gyökeres. You've got to be on your toes when you're facing Martinelli on that side, and obviously either Ninweri or Mediweki. You've got to be on your toes. He was at fault for one of the Semenyo goals against Bournemouth. The second goal he's at fault for Newcastle because he's just let he let Osula completely run through him. So it's a really interesting decision for Arne Slot to make. So I just look at that and I'm thinking to myself, who comes in if Konate is dropped? There's a couple of options. Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez for me would be that player. He would be that player. Um, but the thing is as well, if Guihi comes in, for me, I think Kanati drops down the pecking order. If I'm being honest, because I just look at what's been happening with Kanati. Is the contract situation affecting him? I think it is. I honestly do think that the contract situation is really affecting him. Does he want to stay? Does he want to go to Madrid? It's up to him. It is up to him if he wants to, stay or basically leave. Um, I think it's too soon in the window to cash in on him. I honestly do. I don't think we're going to do that. Let's just say I just don't see it. Um, so yeah, for me, I would drop Konate and I would probably bring Joe Gomez on. Now, Joe Gomez hasn't really played centre back. He's usually been sort of right back quite recently. Um, but just to get like a full sort of maybe not even full 90 minutes, like get 60 minutes under your tank and get maybe Kanai on at the in the second half, or maybe bring Leone on, whichever is the case. It's going to be a very interesting game. And one goal could separate it. One goal could separate it. But the team I would go for on Sunday would be as follows: Alison Becker in goal, obviously number one goalkeeper, going to be number one. Still for me. Then you know what? Sobersley was absolutely outstanding the other night against Newcastle at right back. I thought he handled especially Harvey Barnes very well. And then obviously when Anthony Gordon was sent off, obviously they moved Barnes into that sort of that striker role. Then obviously Osula came on later on. But I thought Soboslai had a really good game, and that dummy the other night for Moore's winner was just out of this world, to tell you the truth. So there is that. But Connor Bradley is back in training. He is back. So it's so difficult. But I think I think for this game, especially with the fact that they might have either Martinelli or Madueke on that left hand side, I think you bring Bradley back in. As much as Soboslai's been great, I think he does deserve to be in that sort of that midfield too as well. So Allison, Bradley. I'm going to bring Gomez in for Konate. I think Konate does need a rest. Van Dijk. Now this is where it gets interesting. Would I play Robbo or would I play Kirkes? Because for me, I know Malcolm's in the chat, and I know that Bournemouth fans are probably looking at this and saying, "Look, he hasn't started his Liverpool career very well, but I think he will eventually get better." So I'm still going to start Kirkes though. I will still start Kirkes. Kirkes against Madueke or Namweri, that will be a good battle for sure. So Allison, Bradley, Gomez, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Gravenberg for me. I think Gravenberg will play this. Does McAllister come back in? I I've seen a lot of people suggest that maybe McAllister comes back in for this game. I don't see that. Because again, I think they're kind of sort of nursing him back from that injury. I think they are kind of nursing him back from that injury that he got last season. So I think it'll be Gravenberg and Soboslai as the two in midfield, and then at the right, will obviously be Mo Salah. In the middle will be Florian Wirtz. Gakpo on the left. As much as I would love the young lad to start, I think they need to just get him, just up to speed, and he's one for the future definitely. So Gakpo on the left, and then for me, man of the moment, Hugo Ekiteke up front, which will be very good. And then obviously off the bench, you would obviously have the likes of Marmadashvili will be on there, Robertson will be on there, Konate will be on there, Leoni will be on there, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, um, Rio Ngamoa, Federico Chiesa. And when you think of that bench, yes, there's not too many sort of attacking options really. So fingers crossed that there's a certain striker at Newcastle that will happen. Because I think if that happens, then we've got attacking things on the bench now. But Federico Chiesa will be a big player this season, I think, for them for Liverpool. Malcolm says Robbo should start ahead of Kirk as well. That I would not be surprised if that happens. Would not be surprised if that happens. Lucas says Arsenal will never win at Anfield. Who knows, matey? Who knows? And he's gone 2-2. So yeah, we'll go to our score prediction. As I said, they haven't won at Anfield for 13 years. 2012 was the last time, actually. September 2012, when Lucas Podolski and Santi Cazorla scored the goals in a 2-0 win. So that was a long time ago. But then again, Liverpool haven't beaten Arsenal for a while either. So something's got to give. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. I think our attack on its day is one of the best in world football. You've obviously got Salah there. Ekiteke seems to be on fire at the moment as well. Gakpo from the left. Wirtz will flourish in this game, I think, because you've got a lot of midfield passers there. So I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool. They're going to get a goal from a set piece. I'm going to say that now. They're going to get a goal from a set piece. I can quite clearly see what that will happen. So I'll go Gabriel for them. And for us, I'll go Ekiteke because I think he's on absolute fire at the moment. And yeah, Mo Salah. Mo Salah to score the winner as well. So there's my pre-match thoughts. There's my preview of the game. We've also spoken about Champions League. We've spoken about transfer news. Spoken about the starting 11s, and we've also spoken about the match prediction as well. So over to you guys in the comments. Please do let me know your starting 11. Please do let me know your score prediction for the game as well. But guys, going to leave it there. Thank you very much for everyone who tuned in. As I said, please do hit the like button. Please do hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing. And yeah, and also press that notifications bell anytime we are basically uploading or going live like we have tonight as well. But thank you very much for watching. Please do consider let me know your score prediction and your team selection as well. Arsenal fans get involved as well. And hi, have a great weekend. Enjoy the football. Yeah, Sunday 4:30 kickoff. So yeah, we'll see what happens then. But until then, I'm out of here, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye for now. Cheers, Reds.